You're taking a live look at Beach Mountain here. It's a great Sunday to hit the slopes. They're not open just yet, but they are ready for all the skiers out there today, and it is cold enough outside, right, Brittany?
Yeah, especially this morning. Actually, Beach Mountain was blowing some snow earlier in some of our shots when it was still a little bit darker, but you know, it was a perfect morning to do so. Their temperatures right now are in the teens in a few spots. A different kind of view there from South Charlotte this morning. Lots of blue sky. Beautiful start to the day from our Carolina Camera Network and Mr. Sparky. 29 degrees right now in Charlotte, but of course, much colder for the mountains. Teens, lower 20s. One word, yuck. It is cold today. Temperatures elsewhere, we are at, if not slightly below that freezing mark, but high pressure is going to allow for a pretty quick warm up this afternoon. That high just over us here in the Carolinas, and that's going to provide a lot of dry air as well. And because of that dry air, I mean, I have already shocked myself with that laptop that's sitting up on the desk twice on accident so far this morning. So a super shocking forecast for you today, if not ouch factor, because we have really dry air in place thanks to that cold front moving through. Now our atmospheric moisture is going to increase over the next few days as we also bring in an opportunity for rain, and that will eventually bump up our temperature. So at least in terms of that static shock, you only have to deal with it today, but look how much we warm. I mean, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, temperatures close to about 10 degrees, if not warmer, compared to average for this time of year. Now that drier air, again, quickly moving out, and look how quickly it does so. Here's our atmospheric moisture. You can see it starting to creep back into the forecast as early as tomorrow afternoon. That's why we'll start to see some more clouds developing. But then notice how substantial it gets, especially toward Tuesday and Wednesday. You can see we're in that wet category. That's the yellows and greens. But this is really high for this time of year. Keep in mind, it's our dry season. I wouldn't say it's a tropical air mass, but definitely compared to late February and early March standards, it's going to be nice and dry. Now you saw there heading toward Tuesday and Wednesday how that drier air tried to inch in, but it never gets all the way through. It's because our first cold front never pushes through. It actually stalls just north of the Carolinas, so that's why we don't get that midweek cool down. But the second cold front that brings our rain Thursday and Friday, this one is expected to push all the way through, and this is why we will see a cool down heading toward next weekend. Now, how much rain could we see? Well, I still think we have a threat for some minor to moderate flash flooding in the mountains, especially toward those higher elevations where you can get mudslides, landslides, as they could see upwards of about 2 inches of rain over the next week with isolated higher totals. For the rest of the northern Piedmont, maybe closer to an inch, inch and a half. For the southern half there of the viewing area, maybe closer to half of an inch to an inch. So it's going to be beneficial. It's going to bring us some rain. But again, models have backed off over the past 24 hours. So if you are really worried about outdoor plans, you need time maybe to get a job done. Maybe you work in construction or just something that you've been wanting to do around the house outdoors. Your best days to do it are going to be Monday, and then again by next Saturday. If you need one day during the week, I think that day would either be Tuesday morning or Thursday into the afternoon. But many of you maybe not working tomorrow because it is President's Day, and the forecast actually looks pretty good. We'll be in the mid 60s here in the Charlotte area, of course, with that small limited potential for rain, but it's not going to be until the evening and overnight hours that we bring in that 20% chance. So I'll show you that 7-day forecast again. We do get warmer this week, but of course it comes with that opportunity for rain. Wettest day looks to be Wednesday still, so best thing you can do now, download that WCNC Charlotte app. You can of course track any changes along with us and get that live radar product.